From increased energy levels to appetite control, MCT oil has quickly become a trendy name in the world of health as well as fitness. But what is it? Well, MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides and is a type of fat found in things like coconut and palm oils. The benefits of MCT oil has been studied for the last couple of years and the results have been tremendous. You can take it if you're on keto, trying to sleep better, or some other reasons that we will get into shortly. With all of that out of the way, here's what you should know about this popular fat. Number 1. It's man-made. For years, people raved about coconut oil, and countless research studies and articles were created in the hopes of explaining its apparent health benefits. Well, the truth is that it was actually the MCTs that were making coconut oil seem like a health superfood. Everything from its ability to sate your appetite and how it can defrizz your hair was actually because of the MCTs. Rather than continue using coconut oil to get that effect, though, people decided to synthesize these MCTs into their own oil, which is obviously MCT oil. But why go through all that effort? Well, it turned out that coconut oil also has long-chain triglycerides, which aren't that good for humans. Because of the rather long road it took to discover this, though, many people come to ask, is MCT bad? The short answer is no, because the bad parts that were lumped in with it are removed in MCT oil. Number 2. MCT oil as a way to lose weight. While we are trying to figure out the specifics, there are already so many benefits of MCT oil in the relatively short time that it has been available, which is great news for consumers. If you are looking to lose weight quickly, MCT oil seems to be a really effective way to shed stubborn fat. The easiest way to lose weight is to be more mindful of what you're eating, and in that way, MCT oil shines. It is able to increase the hormone in your body that tells you that you're full, so it's really easy to turn down that snack or dessert that maybe you otherwise wouldn't. The best way to burn off fat is to consistently chip away at that. Number 3. How to take MCT oil. When it comes to how to take MCT oil properly, there are a lot of ways to go about it. One of the most popular ways is to mix it in with your peanut butter or whatever your favorite nut butter is, like almond or even cashew butter. These oily spreads should mask the nature of the oil, and since it's odorless and flavorless, you shouldn't really notice a difference at all. You can also add it to a smoothie if you like, as it will get masked and blended into the drink completely. You can ultimately take it straight too if you don't feel like putting in the work, although it's worth mentioning that some people have a really hard time with the texture, and it can leave a weird sensation. If you have any other ideas, feel free to try them, but it's ultimately whatever you feel like you can do day in and day out. Number 4. It gives you more energy. One of the most well-documented benefits of MCT oil is how it seems to elevate your energy levels significantly. This is also great if your goal is to lose weight, as it will make it easier to get up and head to the gym. MCTs are easier for our bodies to break down, and also don't contain harmful carbons like LCTs do. The shorter chain means that your body doesn't have to work quite as hard to break it down or digest it. Since they enter your liver much faster, your body is able to quickly use them as an energy source, meaning that it's a great thing to ingest before working out, or if you feel a little weak. MCT oil for keto is an excellent combination as a result, as oftentimes on a ketogenic diet, the heavy proteins can take a while to become available to you as fuel. On a keto diet, your body is also able to convert MCTs into ketones, which can be used to help give your brain cells an energy boost too. Number 5. MCT oils versus powders. Besides MCT oil, there is also the MCT powder option, which has its own pros and cons. For one, MCT powder is easier on your digestion. Usually when people begin to introduce MCT oils into their system, they have to do it in small doses first, and it can take some time to actually get the full dose. This problem doesn't really exist for the powder, and is the winning point in the MCT powder versus oil debate. Another factor is texture, as some people seem to enjoy ingesting the powder more than the oil, which is mostly a preference. The key point for MCT oil fans is that it's much harder to turn into an inexpensive or padded ingredient into an oil than it is a powder, as is often the issue with workout supplements. There's more of a chance something sneaks its way in that shouldn't be there with a powder, But ultimately, if you trust the brand, it's up to you to decide which one is better and which you would rather take regularly. Number 6. It can help you sleep. After the initial hype of the benefits of MCT oil as a way to lose weight and to increase your energy levels wore off, people started to notice that they were also sleeping better. It turned out, however, that people were using it as a way to fight things such as epilepsy even before it became popular for weight loss. It just didn't generate quite as much excitement. Some experiments on MCT oil even found that it was a better substitute than the actual epilepsy medication itself. The idea is that your body is able to turn MCTs into ketones, which help your body work a little more efficiently and relax a bit. This effect is further amplified when you are also on a keto diet. But even if you aren't, you should at least get a bit of this effect. Number 7. How much should you take at a time? If you are going the oil route, you should probably start your MCT dosage at around 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon if you're feeling lucky. A lot of people start around 15 to 20 milliliters of it per meal and work their way up from there. The maximum dosage that you should probably take is around 100 milliliters, but don't feel like you have to get there all at once. Our body can have a hard time digesting oils, especially ones that we wouldn't usually run into naturally. MCT oil can overload our body, and it may respond with irritability of the stomach or bowels or even diarrhea. To prevent this transition period, slowly increase your dosage a little at a time so that your body can get the benefits without wasting any of it or making you feel uncomfortable. Number 8. It might help against infections. Perhaps one of the best times to take MCT oils is if you are dealing with a bacterial or fungal infection, as MCT oil contains some fatty acids that will help fight off yeast and bacteria. MCTs have long since been applauded for their ability to attack infections and can suppress the growth of fungal infections in hospitals by 50%, research has shown. Because of this, it's useful to keep MCT oil around, even if you aren't interested in its daily health benefits, as it can be a game changer in fighting things like athlete's foot. If you are dealing with a skin infection, then you can ingest MCT oil like we explained before, either in food or on its own, and still help to fight infections. The relatively little risk in MCT oil is also great, since not only do you not have to spring for another medication, but you may be saving yourself from introducing new variables into your body. Number 9. It may reduce your risk of heart disease. If you are fearful about your heart health, then MCT oil might be a good thing to introduce into each and every one of your meals. Since MCT oil so clearly supports weight loss, it also is able to help improve things like cholesterol, blood pressure, and inflammation. MCT oil also gives your body the energy it needs to be more active and excited about things like working out, and that can have a huge impact as well. Ultimately, MCT oil is a sort of jack of all trades here, as it is able to help you feel full for longer and to potentially get to the gym more often. As a result, you should have a much easier time losing weight or staying in shape as you get older and your metabolism begins to slow. Number 10. High doses could lead to fat building up in the liver. The benefits of MCT oil are numerous, but it is also important that you don't overdo it. In the same way that omega-3 fatty acids are good for you, both of these fats can still pose a problem if you ingest them too often, which is why you should have a maximum of 100 milliliters of MCT oil with every meal. Too much can cause fat buildup in your liver, which can, in turn, lead to fatty liver disease down the line. What is your favorite use of MCT oil? Let us know in the comments below. Here are 2 more videos that you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.